Loss is a part of life. It touches us all. No matter who we are or where we come from, grief is a universal experience. It doesn't discriminate. It doesn't choose based on age, race, or status. It simply arrives uninvited and makes its presence known. When we lose someone we love, grief washes over us. It's a powerful emotion. Grief can feel overwhelming. It can come in waves, sometimes gentle, sometimes crashing. It can leave us feeling lost, confused, and alone. But it's important to remember that these feelings are natural. They are a testament to the love we had for the person we've lost. It's important to remember we are not alone. In our darkest moments, we can find solace in the company of others who understand our pain. Support groups, friends, and family can provide a shoulder to lean on, a listening ear, and a comforting presence. They remind us that while our grief is personal, it is also shared. Millions have walked this path before us. They understand our pain. They have felt the same heartache, shed the same tears, and faced the same challenges. Their stories and experiences can offer us hope and guidance. They show us that while grief is a heavy burden, it is one that can be carried. We are connected by this shared experience. Grief can bring people together, creating bonds that are forged in the fires of loss. These connections can be a source of strength and comfort, helping us to navigate the difficult journey ahead. It helps to understand the stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance are all part of the process. Each stage is a step on the path to healing. By recognizing and acknowledging these stages, we can better understand our own emotions and reactions. Knowing these stages allows us to navigate our own grief journey. It gives us a roadmap, a sense of direction in a time of chaos. It helps us to see that our feelings, no matter how intense or confusing, are a normal part of the grieving process. Understanding grief is an act of self-compassion. It allows us to be patient with ourselves, to give ourselves the time and space we need to heal. It reminds us that it's okay to feel sad, angry, or lost. These emotions are a natural response to loss. It allows us to be gentle with ourselves. Self-care becomes essential. Whether it's taking a long bath, cuddling with a pet, or simply wrapping ourselves in a warm blanket, these small acts of kindness can provide comfort and relief. We can begin to heal. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means finding a way to live with our loss, to carry it with us in a way that honors our loved one. It means finding moments of joy and peace amidst the pain. We can move forward, carrying our loved one with us in our hearts. Their memory becomes a part of us, a source of strength and inspiration. As we continue on our journey, we do so with the knowledge that we are not alone and that our loved one is always with us, in spirit and in heart. Denial is often the first stage of grief. It's a natural defense mechanism that our minds employ to shield us from the immediate impact of a devastating loss. In these moments, our reality feels shattered, and denial steps in as a protective shield. It acts as a buffer, cushioning us from the full force of our emotions. This initial disbelief can be a strange, almost surreal experience. where everything feels like a bad dream we hope to wake up from. Our minds struggle to comprehend the loss, grappling with the reality that someone we love is no longer here. This confusion is a common reaction as our brains try to make sense of a new painful reality. We might think, this can't be happening. The shock and disbelief can be so intense that it feels like we're living in an alternate reality, one where the loss hasn't truly occurred. We might even feel numb, as if our emotions have been temporarily shut off to protect us from the overwhelming pain. This numbness can be disorienting, making it hard to connect with our feelings. Denial is a natural response. It's our mind's way of giving us a moment to breathe, to gather our strength before facing the full weight of our grief. It gives us time to process the news, to slowly come to terms with the reality of our loss. This gradual acceptance is crucial for our emotional well-being. It protects us from being overwhelmed by pain, allowing us to take small, manageable steps towards healing. This protective shield of disbelief is a necessary part of the grieving process. Allow yourself to feel this disbelief. It's okay to be in denial for a while. It's a part of your journey through grief. Don't judge yourself for it. Denial won't last forever. It will gradually fade, making way for other emotions to surface. As it does, you'll find yourself slowly accepting the reality of your loss. As it does, we can begin to accept the reality of our loss. This acceptance doesn't mean forgetting or moving on. It means finding a way to live with the loss. Remember, it's okay to ask for help during this time. Seeking support from friends, family, a therapist, or a life coach can provide comfort and guidance as you navigate through your grief. Talk to someone you trust. Sharing your feelings and experiences can be a powerful step towards healing. You're not alone in this journey. Anger often follows denial. This anger can feel intense. It can feel confusing. You might feel angry at the person you lost. You might feel angry at the world. You might even feel angry at yourself. Anger is a normal part of grieving. It's important to acknowledge this anger. Don't try to suppress it. Find healthy ways to express it. Talk to a therapist. Write in a journal. Physical activity can help release pent-up energy. Remember, anger is a wave. It will eventually subside. Be patient with yourself as you ride it out. Bargaining is another stage of grief. We desperately search for a way to change what happened. We make promises. We negotiate with a higher power. We might think, if only I had done this differently. Bargaining is a way of trying to regain control. It's a natural response to feeling helpless. It's okay to have these thoughts. Acknowledge them, but don't get stuck in them. Remember, you can't change the past. Focus on what you can control. Focus on your healing. Focus on honoring your loved one's memory. Consider seeking guidance from therapist, a spiritual or life coach to help navigate your journey. Section 5. Depression, the weight of sorrow. Depression often emerges as the initial shock subsides. The reality of the loss sinks in. We feel the full weight of our sadness. We might feel hopeless. We might withdraw from others. Depression during grief is normal. It doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're human. Allow yourself to feel this sadness. Don't try to rush through it. Self-care is vital during this stage. Eat nourishing food, get enough sleep, engage in gentle exercise. Reach out for support. Remember, you don't have to go through this alone. Section 6, Acceptance. Finding peace in the present. Acceptance is not about forgetting. It's about finding peace with the loss. It's about learning to live with the pain. It's about cherishing the memories. Acceptance doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate small victories along the way. Focus on the present moment. Find joy in small things. Remember, it's okay to laugh again. It's okay to feel happy again. Your loved one would want that for you. Section 7. Navigating the stages. A personal journey, not a linear path. Everyone grieves differently. There is no right or wrong way to grieve. You might experience these stages in a different order. You might not experience all of them. You might revisit stages multiple times. That's okay. Grief is not a linear process. It's a journey with twists and turns. Be kind to yourself. Allow yourself to feel whatever comes up. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. There are people who care about you and want to help. Section 8. Companions on the journey. Seeking support and understanding. Grief can feel isolating. It's important to reach out for support. Talk to friends and family. Join a support group. Seek professional help if needed. Don't be afraid to ask for what you need. Whether it's a listening ear or a shoulder to cry on, let others know how they can support you. Remember, you are not burdening others by sharing your grief. Vulnerability connects us. It allows others to show up for us with love and compassion. Section 9. Healing Hands of Time. Allowing grief to transform. Time doesn't heal all wounds, but it does soften the edges of grief. As time passes, the intensity of your pain will lessen. You will find ways to honor your loved one's memory. Grief can be transformative. It can teach us about ourselves. It can deepen our capacity for love and empathy. Allow yourself to be changed by this experience. Embrace the new you that emerges. Remember, your loved one's legacy lives on in you. Section 10. Honoring the memory. Embracing life. Honoring your loved one's memory can be a source of comfort. Share their stories. Celebrate their life. Continue their legacy through acts of kindness. It's okay to find joy in life again. Your loved one would want you to be happy. Embrace new experiences. Create new memories. Live your life to the fullest. Remember, honoring your loved one and embracing life are not mutually exclusive. They can coexist beautifully. Section 11. A future painted with hope. Finding light after loss. In the midst of our deepest sorrows, it can be hard to see beyond the pain. But remember, every sunrise brings a new beginning, a new chance to find light after loss. Grief is a journey, not a destination. It is a winding path that takes us through valleys of despair and peaks of hope. Each step we take whether on a forest trail or a sandy beach, is a step towards healing. There will be good days and bad days. Some days, the weight of loss will feel unbearable, while on others, you may find yourself smiling through tears, finding comfort in the memories of your loved one. There will be moments of joy and moments of sadness. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Allow yourself the space to grieve, to reflect, and to embrace the gentle smiles that come with healing. Remember, you are not alone. There is hope. There is healing. Seek out the support of others who understand your pain. Join a group support meeting or simply hold someone's hand. These connections can be a lifeline. There is light after loss. Just as light breaks through the clouds, hope can break through the darkness of grief. Even a flickering candle flame can illuminate the path ahead. Your loved one's love continues to shine upon you. Their presence is felt in the soft light filtering through the trees, in the warm sunlight that bathes their photograph. Their love is a constant, guiding light. Carry their love with you. Let it guide you. Let it inspire you. Hold on to keepsakes. Look at old photographs and let the memories bring a smile to your face. These moments are treasures that keep their spirit alive. Let it remind you that even in the darkest of times, love lights the way. As you walk your path, illuminated by lanterns of hope, remember that love is the beacon that will always guide you through the darkest forests. Remember the light you have within will light the way for those who come behind you. Allow your healing experience to fill your spirit with strength and the assurance of your ability to heal and to continue to live the life your loved one would have wished for you. If you are grieving and need support through your grieving process, please feel free to send me a message and I will respond within 24 hours. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting the like button, subscribing to my channel, and clicking the notification bell. This is your spiritual life coach, Ada Cousins, sending you love and light.